I'd like to share this next meditation as one that can ultimately help with surrender. Surrender to what we can't control, which is quite honestly just about everything. We live under an illusion sometimes that we can control things. And then there's times in our life when it becomes very clear we're not in control. And it's easy for those times to be disconcerting. And this meditation, I have found in particular, has helped me build a foundation that allows me to place my focus of what really is going on, what's really in my control, so to speak, is much different than what we've been told to pay attention to in the material world. So it's quite simple. If you'll join me, come to a comfortable seated position or perhaps lying down. But the most important thing is that you're comfortable. And take a few minutes to really make sure that you are comfortable. Get yourself situated. If there's anything that you could do that could make yourself 0.5% more comfortable, do it now. If you're sitting, let yourself feel where you're supported by the chair or the zafu or the blankets, the floor underneath you. If you're lying down, let yourself feel where your full body is being supported from the underneath. And let your breath begin to slow. Once you turn your awareness to the breath, this will begin naturally. If it isn't happening naturally, then let's deepen it. Let the breath come in and out. As the breath comes in, it travels down. And as it goes out, it travels up. And take a moment to notice and enjoy that wave. You might try one trick to employ to still the mind. This is something that I do for myself, which is tell yourself that all of those concerns, all of those to-do lists, all of those things that might otherwise take your attention, tell your mind that you'll attend to those after this 20 minutes is over. Compartmentalize it. It often helps me to come into this present moment and to be able to honor the meditation. Let's settle the physical body. Notice if there are any slight tensions creeping in into the shoulders, into the jaw, the lower back, and thighs. And begin to settle. Like sand settling from turbid water, this lets the water become clear as the sand settles underneath. As the physical body becomes settled, you might notice a shift in the quality of the breath and the sensation of the breath. Now let's turn our attention to the mental body. We don't think of it always as being something separate from us. Let's give that a try. For some of you, that might not be the first time you've ever tried that venture. For some of you, it might. How can you settle the mind? One way is simply to become aware of the thoughts. Once you're aware of them, you could choose to turn your awareness, your mind, your mental capacity for focus, back to the breath. And no matter how many times your mind tries to grab your attention, you simply bring your attention back to your point of focus, which might be, in this case, the breath. And now let's turn our awareness to the emotional body. Settle the emotional body. Sometimes that settling will come simply from redirecting the awareness to this place of peace and ease in this particular moment now. Whether the emotions that we are feeling are pleasant or unpleasant, they very often take us away from this present moment. They are often about some imagined future or past. So coming back into the awareness being on the breath allows us to settle the emotional body. No matter how many times it takes, we bring our awareness back to this present moment through sensation. Sensation of touch, of hearing, or if the mind or emotions won't stop, you can let your eyes come slightly open so that you're aware of the space that you're in. And now I'd like for you to imagine a bright shining light above your head, as bright as 10,000 suns. Can you see it? Let it grow brighter and brighter still. Perhaps you can feel the radiation, the warmth of this light as it begins to now stream down into the crown of the head, into the organs of the cranium, the brain, and the eyes. Into the bones and muscles. This golden light, an endless supply streaming in to fill the whole body. The whole being. Underneath the thought, animating the body, and past the emotion is this vibration that will never change. Will never alter, no matter any circumstance in our life. Can you glimpse, even for a moment, the possibility even of this vibration, the truth of the existence of this vibration, that which abides? And this vibration is in everything. We can't see it, and sometimes we can't perceive it. But if we get still enough, and with practice, we begin to become sensitive enough to know the reality of it. Every breath that we take, this vibration fills our lungs. Every breath that we exhale, we share with our fellow man. Our hearts, our destinies, our lives are intricately connected because of this vibration, because all that there really is, that will never go away, is this vibration. And by turning our awareness to it, we immediately settle. When we turn our awareness to our breath, we become aware of the comforting wave of change, impermanence. There's the in-breath and a suspension. And there's the out-breath and a suspension. Phases, just like life has phases. And in order to breathe, in order to live, we have to let the phases continue. And let your eyes come open. That's it. As simple as that. In order to let life continue, we must continue to let the phases flow through, trusting that though we may not know the ultimate outcome, we very rarely do, we do know that there's something that we can rest on that will not go away, something that abides. We can know that by continuing to move forward, doing the next right thing, it will continue to have us live and thrive, for all things change in the cycle. Here's to moving forward. Thank you so much. I hope that it's useful. Let me know if you like how it went for you. Thanks.